What's good, everybody? It is your boy Tony the Savant back again. Hope everybody's having a good to great day. If you don't mind, before we get started, y'all, please like, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm going live and dropping content on the channel. It definitely helps the growth, the expansion. So, yeah, man, if you don't mind, just take a second, hit the subscribe button, the like button. And if you like what you're hearing, if you got something to say, put it in the comment section. I do love, to interact with other opinions. Um, let's get into it, why don't we? Stephen A. Smith and Draymond Green. All right, two characters in sports media that I have been very critical of recently for a number of reasons. Um, Recently, Stephen A. Smith, regarding this P. Diddy situation, made himself look like a buffoon again as he applied the old double standard of, um, if it's a quote unquote black guy, Stephen A. Smith, is no glove, all gloves are off. He wants you eviscerated. He wants you, thrown out, excommunicated from society. And just to give you some examples of this, Kyrie Irving and now recently P. Diddy. Uh, but then on the other side of things, if you was to ask Stephen A. Smith about Josh Giddey or Dana White, Stephen A. Smith will have a very curtailed opinion, and it's just crazy. You know what I mean? How a person could see two situations, two similar situations, and come up with two different opinions. But regardless, he's a clown, and so is this other guy, Draymond Green. Draymond Green, who had multiple suspensions this season, just could not get right. So it was such a distraction for his team that it brought Steph Curry to tears. I'm sure behind the scenes, Steph Curry pleaded and protested with this dude, to get his act together, and be the leader of the team that he is. And Draymond Green decided to, go out, hit guys and kick guys in their private areas, put guys in chokeholds. And, as far as the situation that he was upset about that we'll be discussing, roundhouse punch guys. This is crazy. The stuff that Draymond Green was allowed to get away with this season alone. A lot of the stuff that Draymond Green was doing, if you did it in the streets, you would be arrested immediately, and charged for assault. But regardless, these two are upset at each other. Stephen A. Smith went on this long rant. I'll be honest, y'all, I wasn't aware of what Draymond Green said initially, because he was on Shaq's podcast and they was discussing a few topics, and Stephen A. Smith came up. And Draymond says that he was upset with Stephen A. because Stephen A. quote unquote did not have his back during the situation, the suspension that he had suffered because of the roundhouse punch we were just discussing that Draymond had on Nurkic. I forget what the guy's name is. He's the center, power forward or center for the Phoenix Suns. But Nurkic, I can't even remember his entire name. But that situation was in the media. A lot of pundits, a lot of people had opinions on it. I believe I made a video on it as well. But Stephen A., to my surprise, again, was defending Draymond Green after each one of these suspensions. Draymond had no foot to stand on, no case to plead as far as these situations. And Stephen A. Smith was finding ways to defend him more than he was actually defending the victims of Draymond Green's activities. You know what I mean? It's mind-boggling. Like I say, this entire situation is mind-boggling because you got this guy who's a crybaby, an entitled athlete, being protected by the number one quote-unquote sports commentator who happens to be a buffoon, and I'm saying that respectfully because I try to shoot Stephen A. Smith as much bail as I can, but he constantly displays himself as a buffoon. And I want to just say that Stephen A. Smith, this is what you get, brother. This is what you get for defending somebody like Draymond Green. Draymond Green has the maturity of a child. You know what I mean? And it's not just me trying to come at him. It's not me being critical of him. It's something that he's displayed himself. on a number of occasions. You cannot sit here and tell me, well, if you in the audience, you can make a case, but I'm speaking of Draymond specifically. Draymond cannot sit here and tell me that he was doing what he was doing, and he honestly thinks in his mind, in some kind of way, that he was in the right. You can't attack other, professional athletes, peers, your coworkers. You can't attack your coworkers and then sit around and expect people to pat you on the back for being a quote unquote in the NBA Hall of Famer. It's not how it works. You know what I mean? Uh, I think Draymond Green, to an extent, thinks he's above the law because he's gotten away with this crap. I do want to make a mention that Draymond Green knows who he can pull this crap on. He definitely understands fully well who he can and can't pull this on, as there are plenty of clips. The one that I love the most is the one of him and Draymond Green and Ron Artest. They had a bit of a spat, and Ron Artest checked Draymond, and Draymond backed down. It's amazing to see that Draymond Green backing down from somebody that is also a bully, and Ron Artest, versus how he acted against Rudy Gobert, and I'm no knocking on, I'm saying, it's kind of easy to rag on Rudy right now, especially after his after being cooked in the playoffs by Joker and Luka. Now, it's pretty obvious that Rudy Gobert ain't like that, So Draymond knows who he can't pull these activities with. And so it's even more telling, that he has a problem with Stephen A. Smith, because it's like, bro, you are 100% in the wrong. I don't care who behind the scenes or who you have a relationship with. Everybody should be saying the same things in unison when it comes to Draymond Green. One, this is unacceptable behavior. And two, if you do need help, brother, get the help. You know what I mean? Nobody's denying you of that. Nobody's going to tease you if Draymond Green had a quote-unquote mental health issue and he needed help. Nobody's going to look down on you for that. In fact, you would probably be celebrated and applauded in today's times. But the matter of the fact is, if it's neither one of those two options, it's just a matter of immaturity, severe immaturity and entitlement. And this is why I can't support Draymond, because that's what I think it is. I don't think Draymond has a mental health issue at all. I don't think Draymond Green, I think he's a bully. But I also believe that Draymond Green is just fully aware of what he's doing. And Adam Silver and Joe Dumars and all these guys that's in the upper brass are very laxed when it comes to disciplining these players. More so, to Draymond than other guys, because we've seen them act immediately with Jonte Porter and gave that young man a lifetime ban for betting on the games, rightfully so. But it goes back to the point. Y'all quick to bring down the hammer on some guys, and we seen Draymond, multiple times assault his coworkers, and then was allowed to come back to work. It's crazy. And then seeing the opportunities that seeing the opportunities that Draymond Green is getting with NBA on TNT, it's disgusting. It's disgusting. This guy is literally on stage talking crazy about Jason Tatum and Luka Doncic from time to time, just giving his opinion. I'm not saying he's talking crazy, but he has the nerve, to be critical of anybody else. When one, he ain't in the playoffs, and two, like, bro, you're the guy that got suspended 6 times this year. All right, you don't speak on me at all, basketball or personal. That's how I would feel, if I was another NBA player in the league right now, and I'm up here listening to Draymond Green be critical of me. Like, brother, I'm critical of you, very so. In the same breath, like I said, this whole situation between Draymond and Stephen A is just ridiculous. It's redundant because to me, YouTube, excuse my language, it's two idiots, man. This is an idiotic conversation. It's two idiots talking to each other about some nonsense. that's really just a waste of time. I only felt the need to report on it because it's hilarious. You know what I mean? And on Stephen A's part more so because Stephen A. Smith put on his dunce hat, you know, for Draymond Green, and now he's getting bit, if you will, as far as the hand. Draymond's biting the hand that defended him. Stephen A. Smith seems legitimately upset, but rightfully so. That's what you get for defending somebody like Draymond Green, who has clearly shown he is incapable of learning the consequences of his actions. Um, Even though not very, the consequences were very minor and not severe at all. This guy has no remorse, and I'm under the impression that next season Draymond Green will be suspended again. He would pull another one of these antics, one of these silly moves, and we'll be right back here talking about Draymond Green and what the NBA needs to do to discipline this guy again in 2024, 2025. Ridiculous, but that's all I got for y'all on that one. This your boy Tony the Savant. Please like, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content on the channel. Just have a just excuse me, wishing everybody to have a good to great day. Excuse me. And till the next time we link up. Peace.